Well, there you have it, folks. After what felt like a million years of some very strategic radio silence from HBO, the showmakers have finally revealed the first batch of cast members for the Harry Potter reboot. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, it's exactly what we've been expecting and predicting all of this time. Some of these choices are surprisingly solid, maybe even great, for their respective characters. Others, namely the impending Snape cast, have fans side-eyeing the whole project and wondering if the showrunners are just winging it at this point. We won't be surprised if they are. Let's talk about the good first, because thankfully there is a lot of it. John Lithgow has been picked to play the role of Albus Dumbledore, and in all honesty, that's a fantastic pick. Lithgow is such a great actor that we know he'll do justice to both Richard Harris and Michael Gambon. He'll bring that perfect balance of wisdom, eccentricity, and subtle menace that defines both versions of Dumbledore. He even said that this role might define the final chapter of his career. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly the level of dedication you want from someone taking on such a legendary character. He's got the gravitas for it, and we just can't wait. A win. A rare win. Janet McTeer, another powerhouse, will be taking on the role of Professor McGonagall. And folks, dare we say it, she's already winning in our books. She's got that perfect commanding screen presence and a kind of quiet strength that could really work from Minerva's no-nonsense attitude with a perfect touch of sass. Then there's Nick Frost, stepping in as Hagrid. It's an unexpected choice, for sure, but one that might actually hit the mark. Frost is literally the epitome of warm, fuzzy, and lovable, and are these not signature Hagrid traits? Yes, they are. Fans are worried about the size difference, though. Hagrid is, well, huge. Frost, on the other hand, not so much. But then again, we have really convincing CGI now, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. Perhaps the most obscure casting choice for the entire series is this next one. Luke Fallon has been cast as Professor Quirrell, which is interesting. Fallon is a relatively lesser-known actor who's known for his work in theater. He's so perfectly mysterious with his real-life persona, we have no doubt he'll bring that slightly off-kilter energy to the whole nervous wreck with a dark secret vibe. And folks, we even have a recast. Well, kind of. Paul Whitehouse, who initially played as Sir Cadogan in Prisoner of Azkaban, is now playing Argus Filch. This might be a reach, but I think the man was basically born to play a cranky, cat-obsessed custodian. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, we have to address the elephant in the room. Papa Acidu has finally been confirmed as Severus Snape. Before we go further into this dive, let me reiterate, Acidu is an incredible actor. His performances in I May Destroy You and The Lazarus Project prove that he's got serious range and emotional depth. But, like we talked about this in detail before, this casting feels less like a thoughtful creative decision and more like a tone-deaf attempt at inclusivity that doesn't sit well for anyone involved. Fans have spent years talking about how crucial Snape's appearance and social perception are to his character. He's meant to be this pale-looking, greasy-haired, and overlooked kid whose entire Hogwarts life is defined by being underestimated by everyone else. That's part of why his story hits so hard as it does, and it's exactly why a black Snape is going to not only not work out, but may even do more harm than good. Imagine being a black kid and simultaneously being singled out by the people around you. Not a good look for this show. Additionally, Acidu is an actor who is known for his overwhelming screen presence. He's anything but forgettable. And while we can't judge an actor on their ability to act, there is a real risk of losing Snape's nuance here. That moral ambiguity that's just so compelling that I don't want to let go of it. More than that, fans have been begging the showrunners to treat this character with respect as a tribute to the late Alan Rickman. Unfortunately, I kind of feel like those voices fell on deaf ears. This reboot was already a risky endeavor. The shadow of the original films cast so many expectations on it, and frankly, they're very hard to meet. Navigating around fan nostalgia while trying to modernize the story is not a small task, but disregarding what the fandom has made painfully clear about beloved characters is not a good look for HBO. We're watching though, and hoping, but for certain aspects, it might be high time for all of us to start managing our expectations, and fast. I'll catch you next time.